How to paint Dark Angels Intercessors in 3 minutes. Start by basing the model with Nocturne Green and Vallejo Black 1-to-1 mix. After that, you're going to coat it with the second base layer of Caliban Green. After that, you're going to mix Moot Green and Caliban Green together 1-to-1 and catch some of the lighter edges. There you go. Use water to thin your Wraithbone down and paint it over the imperialis on the chest, leaving all the detail. Let that dry. Then use the Moot Green and Caliban mix with lahmian medium and just kind of brush over and glaze lighter tones in the raised bits of the armour. You can also then mix up phalanx yellow, Moot Green and white along with some lahmian medium and go back over, touching up the armour and really pulling out any of those bright highlights with a higher contrast if you want. Don't go too hard with that. It might turn out like salamander. Use a white Vallejo or white scarf for the shoulder pauldron, blade and wings. And then we're going to move on to the eyes. White base with Fire Dragon Bright and then Baal Red over the top. When that's done, we're going to use Agrax Earth Shade over the raised surfaces on the pauldron and the chest, picking out those details. Use a Vallejo Black to paint onto the rubberized seals around the model, trying not to miss any, and also into the gun barrel, gun case. And then we're going to move on to the edge highlighting using Moot Green, thinned down so it comes off the brush nicely in a long thin brush just to catch those edges as you work your way around, making sure you're just letting it catch the edge so it's not too hard at about a 45-degree angle, or for bits that you can't do that with the very fine tip of the brush. So after I've done all of those edge highlights, the armour should be starting to come together. I'm going to move on to the bolt rifle. Here I'm going to add in the Mephiston Red, thin down and 2 coats, and then I'm going to use Liberator Gold for any of the raised surfaces in the barrels, and Leadbelcher for the rest. I'm then going to coat it in Agrax Earth Shade to let it dry, and then go back over and again kind of edge highlight and scuff up using Leadbelcher to kind of give it that weathered look. There you go. With that done, I'm going to move on to using Caliban Green to add some shading around the bottom of the helmet, back of the helmet, and around any raised arm pieces. Then using Mournfang Brown and Agrax Earth Shade to kind of complete the gun holster and belt. I'm then going to use black and white on the base along with an airbrush to kind of create an OSL. And then Bad Moon Yellow contrast paint straight through the airbrush, leaving some of the white in the middle and working around the edges. Then I'm going to go back and use Fire Dragon Bright on the outside of the yellow, using the airbrush, and then I'm going to use the Khorne Red on the outside of the orange, and then any overspray kind of creates that OCL, and that's the model done. If any of that's helped, please drop a like and subscribe. Thanks for listening, guys.